Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's Gadol, Hagadol. And it's been some talk in the Israelite community about this Gorilla Hebrew no jumper interview. All right, so I wanted to watch it, make a reaction video to it, see what's going on, see what's being said, right? So we ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. All right. And if you're not familiar, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're live every night for Torah After Dark. All right. So make sure you subscribe. Join us for Torah After Dark every night at 8:30. All right, but let's get into it. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's see what's going on with this. All right. Let's get into it.
To be frank with you,
what's his podcast?
he been copying my moves for years, right? That's just real. That's subjective. I know that's your boy, but you know I always been.
No,
cool
I
with
know
you
him,
too.
but
Yeah.
I'm saying like, yeah, ain't no.
So, but that's the reality of the situation. So we'll get into it, and it will be back cool. We'll
he keeps saying something about a broad.
I got you.
What is he talking about?
So what happened?
So the he, just by me knowing maybe the backstory to this, I'm gonna assume they're talking about Gorilla Hebrew. I'm gonna assume, but I mean they're talking about Captain Tazariot. All right, well, let's see.
What happened is I end up putting my broad out, right, cutting her off financially, right. Years of issue, one of my wives, right. Boom, put her out, whatever. She get with jealousness that was around me, hatch an entire plot, come out, try to expose all kind of bedroom business, etc.
Verbally or visually?
Text messages and verbally.
Okay,
right?
So she had audio.
Yeah, she had no audio. She had no audio of me.
It's just her talking.
So he's not getting too specific about the allegations. Okay. So look, I'm gonna be honest. With all this, I would have actually. We ain't even gonna talk about that. Don't bring it. He probably knew the no jumper. I don't know if he's gonna be up there continually, but he probably don't have that much pull to say, "No, I don't want to talk about that." But we gonna see.
Talking, right?
Texas from
and now, mind you, she let spin narratives on Texas. She never gave context. She never did none of that, right?
But what did the text say to make
imagine you and your girl talking about all matter of freaky shit, right? Fantasy life, right? So when I make my fantasy, we talking about freak off type, right? Now, Captain Zariak has now turned this into I'm homosexual. There's no homosexual talk. There's no talk of me with a man, a child, anything like that. It's all about me and the right, whatever. So these.
Life's better when your stuff is protected under our roof.
Let's get this ad out the way. Hold up. I don't care about these ads. Let's get this ad out the way. All right, hold up. All right, we back. And just to be forefront, when this conversation first came up, I was one of the ones when we'll talk about that later. I'm sure it's gonna come up again.
Something completely different, and they trying to run with
it. Into a homosexual.
This is what happens when you praying on somebody downfall and you looking to take somebody's position. My whole position was whatever time,
check him on that,
whatever time I have.
Talk to him.
Of course, and I've responded to him publicly. He tried to come at me like him and his organization was gonna offer me some type of what you call it?
Cat. I'm up here with Gorilla Hebrew. I can't really remember because I remember y'all was cool, and then
he called. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
You been on him, and I said I can't remember, and I asked him what was the issue. He's saying you putting homosexual allegations on him, bro. Like, why would you? Where that coming from?
I didn't put no sexual allegation. It's wild. Sexual allegation.
What did she show for make you believe that?
She showed the text message exchanges between them. He had her do online pages to solicit white men to watch them have sex with her. They purchased pagan devices to have sex with each other. That's what, and then he admitted that the text message was.
So he's saying that. So you're saying, let me get this right, that he wanted to watch what they call it, cocking or cucking. He wanted to watch a white dude have sex with his wife.
And I'm gonna say this right. When it comes to what people do in their bedroom, what they do with their woman, I don't feel like that should be none of nobody's business. Honestly, right? Everybody have, I don't know, but people freaky. Some people ain't. Like what people do in their bedroom, I don't care personally. This whole scandal, and I get why the scandal is happening because it's pegging, right? Maybe if it was something else, it wouldn't be a big deal, but it's pegging, right? And in the Israelite community, people argue about if anal sex is a sin. There's people that will argue anal sex is a sin. There's people that say anal sex isn't a sin. There's people that say receiving oral sex from a woman is a sin. There's people that say it's not a sin, right? So when it comes to the sexual stuff what people do behind closed doors, I don't care to get into it, honestly, right? So this whole scandal is kind of crazy, but I understand it. But then it's like, yo, like, who cares? And then, like, who cares, bro? Like, but then it's the gay allegations. That's where it really boils down to, right? But yeah.
Okay, was the pegging devices used for the white dude, or you saying in text message?
Pegging devices were used for him.
Is it any truth to that?
No, I've never been pegged in my life, and I've never watched my wife have sex with anybody in my life.
So did you text that you wanted to see that?
We literally were fantasizing. Now she's the one who asked me about the pegging device. That was from her. That's not from me.
So
I never been pegged in my entire
life. What did you say to her when she asked you?
We just was having sexual conversation.
You
My
was just being
bitch.
open.
That's it.
You was being open.
So he you see the people in the background, they like, because this is an uncomfortable conversation. They like, yo, what is going on right now? But Gorilla Hebrew is saying it was just conversation. Whether you believe that, who knows? Right? Whether I believe it, who knows? Like, it doesn't make no big deal if I believe it. But you see the people, the dude in the white, he like, yo, what is going on right now? Because this is a crazy conversation to be having, right?
That's it. Wait, nah, because bro, this serious. This serious. Like community. So now hold on now, because this go back to y'all. Teach y'all both Israelites, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you supposed to be fraternizing or even anything like that about a white man?
No, first off, no, you're not.
I'm gonna be honest. The thing that I was like that was really more crazy to me was the white man thing. It wasn't even the pegging, because I don't care. What you want to do that with your wife? Do that with your wife. That's hey, it is what it is. You know, people got their kinks, right? But I was worried about the white man. The reason why I was like, that's crazy, is because we know the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. They hate white man. The white man is Esau. He's the devil. So to be doing that and having those fantasies about giving your woman, a black woman, over to a white man for him to dominate and stuff like that, that was crazy. Right? That's the thing. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Even more than the pagan thing. Because like, yo, this is what it is, man. People gonna do what they want with their woman. Or the press play.
Supposed to do it, but here's the issue though. The issue is this whole thing happened. I on my own record said, you know what, this ain't right. I went to therapy in regards to this. This woman got mad after I cut her off financially, and a couple months later tried to come and weaponize it against. Now, mind you, now we're supposed to follow the Bible. The Bible say the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall a matter be established. They don't have 2 or 3 witnesses that I've actively participated in any of those things. Hold on, no, don't cut me off.
The thing is though, him up there talking to these dudes don't care about no Bible. These dudes don't care what the Bible says. They just gonna say, yo, you was doing this freaky shit. You was a wild boy.
Let me hold on. No, listen. But 2 or 3 witnesses again. Now, if I say this is just a text message and say, hold on, Tazariak, I'm making a point. Thank you. 2 or 3 witnesses, right? So you cannot convict me of any sin unless you have at least 2 witnesses to substantiate it.
That's why I don't fuck with religion.
Now listen. Hold on. Can I finish my point? No, let me. Hold on.
You see what he said? This why he don't act with religion, because he don't need no 2 or 3 witnesses. They don't care about no 2 or 3 witnesses, dog. They don't care.
Let me finish my point though. Let me finish my point though.
Hey, Brad, what you got to say about 2 or 3 witnesses?
The dude in the white sweater, this dude been like, he's like, you can tell how uncomfortable he is in there with this conversation going on. He like, yo, what is going on?
Listen, see, this the problem. I gotta finish my point though.
This serious though.
No, so very simple. Hold on. So this man's going around saying I'm a homosexual when there's no allegation of me having any type of sexual encounter or any desire to have any sexual encounter with a man. There's not in no text, not nowhere in life.
And that's the thin line right there when it comes to this type of kinky type of, over the edge type of stuff, right? Because you're gonna have people that say, "Yo, you got anything close to your bunghole, your anus, use a HOMO," right? They're gonna say that, like, we don't want to hear none of that. But then it's like, to people, like, that's between a man and a woman, is not gay. So you're gonna have those both sides, and he's standing on the side like, "Yo, I didn't do nothing with no man. I didn't touch no man. I'm not gay. I had some crazy conversations with my wife, and that's it." That's what he's standing on. But then you're gonna have majority of the men say you got something into your bunghole that's gay, and that's just what it comes to. That's what you're gonna have to live with when you make decisions. When you make decisions.
The pegging part.
No, exactly. Now again, I've never been pegged in my whole life. That's never happened. Hold on. He's talking in the mic. I'm trying to talk. I don't even get to finish my point because he's busy trying to push narrative.
About bigger than what'd you say?
In the text message, he said, "How you gonna hit me with something bigger than what I hit you with?"
Did the words
again? No, listen. I'm not saying it again. So what part of fantasy? Hold on.
That's a wild statement, bro. But hey, that's why it like
I fuck with.
No, listen. I'm not saying you
and
don't.
I'm gonna be real for the record, and I'm not saying you are, but you ain't.
Of course.
But I will tell you this: if you switch roles, if a got a text messages coming from a man to a woman, and says, "How you gonna hit me with something that's bigger than what I hit you with?"
Okay.
That is insinuating penetration.
Now, Whack. No, hold on. Now, listen. Now, Whack. Listen. Yes. I'm with you. Now we're opening up a large rabbit hole. So here's what
you see. Lush like pause. Pause.
We have to understand. There's no context being given to anything, right? Hold on. Is that first off, that never happened, right?
You
but
saying
no,
it
listen,
said, but it didn't happen.
Listen.
Oh, he's standing on it that it didn't happen. That it was just fantasy. But even if it didn't happen and it is just fantasy, people gonna still be like, "You gay." And at the end of the day, Gorilla Hebrew is gonna have to live with the fact that people is gonna call him gay because this information was put out to the public. That's what it is. When you make certain decisions in life, you gotta stand on with the consequences.
Listen now, Whack. Again, it's a text message. Is it a video?
Maybe she sent him a picture.
No, hold on. Now, Whack, there's no picture. Now, Whack, you done seen a videotape. Hold on. Now, can he be quiet?
Hold on. Go ahead.
Now, listen, Whack. You done seen a videotape of Nipsey Hussle doing something, correct?
Yeah, I never said what he was doing.
Okay. No, look, you done seen it.
No, man.
No, I'm not saying he did. No, listen, I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he did, but here's what I'm saying. You done seen something occur.
Yeah.
You didn't read two people having a conversation in fantasy. You've never seen that, right? So now there's nuance.
Do you agree? Wait, Cap. Do you agree? Because see, I'm on a mission with this right
I'm with you.
Do you agree that your fantasies that was shared through text with your significant other was in the lane of homosexuality?
Hell no. Because I don't want to have sex with I don't want to have sex with a man.
No, listen.
It's what he's standing on. He like, it's not gay because it had nothing to do with him having sexual relations with a man. But majority of men are going to say, you fantasize about something going into your bunghole that's gay. So that's what it is.
Hold on. Listen to me. I don't want to have sex with a man, and I don't want to be put. No, damn all that. Ain't no breaking it down because you notice I don't get to come to my point.
No,
I don't get to come to my point. Nah, damn all that. I'm being. Hold on. No. Listen. This is the whole thing, and this is the problem, and this is why this is why it's the same thing of a naked video of you being put out, and there's no listen, no Whack,
with a brawl.
no understood.
Nothing about
no,
me
listen,
insinuating being
hold
penetrated.
on, Whack. Can I make my point though? Can I make my point? No, listen, I'm not saying you don't. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you for that. Hold on, Whack, man. Can I talk? That's crazy. This is crazy. It's crazy, right?
Now Whack getting defensive. Grla Hebrew, he being defensive. Now Whack got defensive. He mentioned that naked video.
No, listen to me.
The best show ever.
Listen to me. So here's the thing, right? Just like there's context to that, and you explain that, hey, that's what I do. I get done, boom, boom. People are not understanding the context and the nuances to the type of games me and my play.
I'm asking you, bro.
That's it.
What I'm asking you, bro, help us understand this part.
Listen. Here's the point though.
How you gonna hit me with something bigger than I hit you with? What this you mean by that?
This is very simple, right? Me and her play a game of teasing because it motivates me to knock her down, right? So I allow her, I tell her, I encourage you to tease me about my size, which makes me show up in the bedroom. It's just what happens, right?
Hold on, let's get what we had, man.
Oh my God.
But he's standing on it that ain't nothing happened. People ain't gonna believe it though. People ain't gonna believe that, bro. All right, let's bring it back.
You're referring to two.
No.
You refer to a penis and another object.
No. Listen, Whack. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. And you're missing what I'm saying, right?
They are super they super uncomfortable, bro. Super uncomfortable, you know. And then it must be something going on off camera that they keep looking at.
So the context of me making the statement, hold on, Tazariak. The context of me making that statement is because that is a pre-existing thing that exists in our bedroom, right? But what nobody's doing here is this. Nobody's factoring in.
You is pre-existing?
No. My size is a.
He said hitting you is pre-existing. Whack.
Pre-existing thing.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
We know when you.
So that's why that.
We know you know what you're supposed to do.
No, is that so?
Can you explain how you don't hit me with something?
Listen again. So that's where that statement came from. But again, this has never occurred. She wanted to get a pegging device. Now ask her, did she ever peg me? Nobody asked that. Can I please? Hold on, listen. No, damn all that. No. Can't nobody else speak.
And then people are gonna say, if you saying you weren't into penetration, why order the peg device?
Because hold on, just I got you.
No, because you this is personal to you.
Yeah,
I want to wait. Let me say,
let me say this.
Is one of our premier
Grla Hebrew. I got you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Listen. First of all, Tazariak is totally wrong.
No, he not.
Yes, listen.
It's out in the media.
Listen, Whack. They ascribe to a different set of laws, rules than we do. Wait, so I'm gonna address both sides. One, Proverbs 25 talk about when you go in to judge your brother or bring him up on anything, that's supposed to be done in private. You don't bring that. You don't bring. Wait. Listen. You don't bring it to.
Now I do say this, right? All what Brandon is trying to say is like, okay, but if it wasn't like me when it first came out, Ariala, when he went and exposed everything, I was like, yo, that dude is wicked. That dude is wrong. I said that because if you're my brother, this my man's, and I get some information from a woman that's trying to expose you, I get that information, I'm not going to run to the internet. I'm going to go to my brother and say, yo, this what's going on. We're going to talk. We in a camp. We're going to bring it to the camp. This is going on. And then we're going to handle it how it needs to be handled. When Ariala went out and exposed that to the world, he was the one that wasn't brotherly. He was the one that didn't handle it right. He just wanted to use Grla Hebrew name for clicks, promo, and clout. And be honest. That's what happened. I was supposed to be handled in-house. We shouldn't even know this. But Ariala fell in, he got seduced into what situation with the woman, right? And the woman gave him that, and he took this opportunity to get clout. That's what happened. Now, when it comes to Cap, I don't think Cap is wrong. It's already public. I'm a Cap. I'm not saying me. Cap is a top figure in the Israelite community. He has to speak on it. He has to speak on it. If he don't speak on it, people gonna be like, "Yo, Cap, this is going on. Why are you not speaking on it? This is public. This is a scandal." Cap has to speak on it. So I don't know why Brandon trying to make it seem like Cap is wrong. I don't view Cap is wrong. Cap has his opinion on it, and to him, it is what it is. He's going to speak on it. So I disagree with what Brandon is trying to say here.
But his judgment of it is being done.
You pretty much letting us know how you want to be handled when your
his judgment of it is public.
Yo, Whack is hilarious.
What he's doing, that's wrong.
Oh, Josh,
listen,
is that what he's saying?
Hey, hold on. He knows. This guy knows that if he ascribes to the Bible, him publicly condemning him and making fun of him
would need to happen
is wrong.
You know, y'all need to do y'all get y'all debate out because y'all need to run that. You said some shit.
Oh, they already had it though.
Witness.
Hey, let me
be 3 people.
Who got a debate?
You and Tazariak.
Who? His generals turned down my debate. We offered him money. His generals wouldn't let him debate me. This was long before that happened. They been scared of me. We ain't even worried about that. We ain't worried about that.
Debate?
I'm trying to host that.
Hold on. You scared of debate?
His big homies know what's gonna happen. His big homies know what's gonna happen. We know that.
What you mean by debate?
Yeah.
You ain't talking about that physical.
No.
Okay. Listen,
I done saved him from being shot out here. I ain't saying nothing physical. I done saved his life before. His generals did.
That's out.
I got 10,000 his generals turned down the debate. Ask him right now. Ask him right now if that happened.
Gorilla Hebrew and Captain Tazariak both in a prime. Like before this happened, that would have been a good debate. I would have watched that debate.
Offer money. I didn't offer money. A neutral party.
Okay, hold on. What you saying?
That part that he's saying is correct. Like they wanted.
There we go. He wouldn't let it happen.
They wanted to do a big debate on the New Testament. My school felt that they was beneath us debating them. That's why I got time.
Okay, but Tazariak, respectfully, Gorilla Hebrew, he's a name. You can't say he beneath.
Respectfully, he was a name.
No, but at that time, okay, even at that time, that was probably prior to this other going on. So for you to turn
for what we did, yeah, I wouldn't say he's not a name in Israel. I wouldn't say he's not. He was tight. That was my boy for.
So what? You been kicked out of exile or something? No, I don't know all the shit.
I can't be kicked out of I have my own camp. They can't kick me out of that.
Okay, so
yeah, but we don't fuck with him though.
So you saying you were?
I don't know if that he like a lot of the. I saw a couple of the Sakari branches people left, started their own camp. There's like 3 or 4 ex-Sakari members or ex-Sakari branches that have their own camp. So the Israelite community, a lot of them, kind of, from what I'm seeing, kind of like turned their back on them. I don't know. I don't know how hard it hit Sakari as far as their numbers, but you know, a lot of people was like, "Nah, we ain't rocking with him."
Won't debate him at all now.
No, hell no.
Because of,
as a matter of fact, he said we cosplaying as Israelites right now. Like we're not even Israelites.
For sure. No, I didn't say y'all weren't even. I said y'all were cosplaying as Israelites. For sure.
No, but he's not being honest about the context of the text message.
Of course he's not. And nobody.
So listen,
Brandon got Gorilla Hebrew back. Okay.
I knew your name before I knew you. I heard about it, but I didn't really dive off into it.
Of course.
But I will tell you, as a brother, right? The context of, and everybody in here know I'm real.
Yeah.
The context of when you said, and I respect you for being truthful because you could have lied, right?
Of course.
The context of you saying,
I said that before when this whole thing came out and he got on his live and told it and yo, this is that. Whether some people believe it's the whole truth, whatever. I say that take courage, right? No matter what, that was crazy. A lot of people wouldn't have did that, bro. A lot of people wouldn't did that.
And how you gonna hit me with something bigger than I hit you with?
I don't care what you guys say. That is funny right there. I don't get that is funny. That is funny right there, man.
Saying this is her fantasy. She says she wants to peg you, right?
Yeah.
And then what you do is you allow her to have her fantasy because it turns her on.
Exactly.
And then you say the things that turn you on. This is what you say.
Exactly.
You never had any intentions of allowing her to do that.
Fuck no.
So my question to you is,
what he's saying is the woman had the fantasy to do it to him. And which when you saw the text messages when it came out, the woman was the one that was like she wanted to do it. He asked her like, "Yo, what can I do?" Da, da, da. She said, "Yo, let me dominate you. That'll make me happy." Like that was her thing. So he's saying she had this fantasy. I played along with it to, I guess, spice up and get each other turned on. Now, if people gonna believe that, I don't know. But either way, like, I don't care what he doing with his woman, bro.
is today, is there a change or you still exercise what you exercise with your woman? Will you
I'm not with that woman.
No, but I'm saying, will you allow another woman to insinuate them type of things?
No.
Because you learn from it.
Of course,
and you was only doing it because that was her turn on. So what he's saying is he texted, but he texted to satisfy and appease her sexual stimulation.
She's weird, huh?
Oh, no, I'm just, bro.
She's weird.
No,
Literally.
I'm just telling you, I'm trying to get understanding.
And
I'm on the right track.
And now listen.
It went from, this is crazy. Now it's like, yo, she's the weird one. She's weird. She's weird. Like, that's crazy.
We got to get context because before she got with me, she was a lesbian 7 years.
Well, you
so this is where no, I'm not. You're right. I did choose. I'm not saying that, but just to get.
And she was a lesbian. She was the strap-on thing is up her ballpark. So her coming into this, she brought that type of strap-on stuff to him.
There's
you being a priest.
Listen, Tazaria, all that.
But then again, he might have been thinking he could correct her and fix her.
Hold on, we because there's so much. See, but
Tazaria, I'm gonna be
hilarious. You whack and Captain Tazaria having a conversation about him in front of him, and he kept trying to get in there.
Be real, bro. I ain't feeling that you turned that debate fade down, bro. You know I champion you, bro. We can't be. You know I champion you, bro.
Run debates,
and you can't say this man. He always has had a name out here on this West. So just say the East Coast. Just say the East Coast didn't want the fade.
But wait. Listen. I send debate Cooley up, and he not ready.
Now listen,
I send debate Cooley,
this is why
and he not ready for
Cooley destroyed my shit.
Of course,
because through this conversation,
because I did let you. I knew you know it's good.
Conversation, you was able to really lay out what that was, but because the world is running on.
Of course,
she was actually doing that.
And here's the problem too. Nobody's tried to get any context from me. Nobody's asked me any key questions. I was so thirsty to see a fall for me. Ran with anything
bro,
that got said about me.
with you, bro. For the record, I'm gonna keep it real because I feel like a ass if I don't keep it real. I got woke up this morning getting my toes sucked. It was incredible. I'm going back to try that shit again. I was like,
see, in this, what I be talking about. People, all men don't have the same. I want to say freaky meter. Freaky meter is crazy. All men don't have the same freaky meter. I can be this freaky. This dude could be this freaky. This dude is talking about getting his toes sucked. It's gonna be men that say you let a woman suck your toes, you gay. Same thing I said with the anal stuff and the oral. There are people in the Israelite community that say, yo, these things are sins, and they would condemn you for doing these things. Right? That's why people don't even need to worry about what a man and a woman is doing in their bedroom. Again, this is a scandal and a controversy. So of course, there's a lot of opinion on it. Grla Hebrew, a big name in the Israelite community. So it's going to be a spectacle. It's going to be. Right, but niggas be freaky, bro. Niggas be freaky. So at the end of the day, I don't care what niggas is doing in their bedroom with their woman, bro. I don't care. I don't care.
was dreaming. I was like twinkle, twinkle, and I looked up
sucked by his woman, bro.
and R&B was, it was crazy. She had the ass coming to the back. I'm like, oh. So
let me say something for the record, though.
What?
Let me say something for the record. For the record, when that shit happened, as I'm publicly denouncing everything that Gorilla Hebrew did, I did offer him counsel, and he did accept the counsel.
Have I got the counsel?
So why
have I got the counsel? I was 6 months. I ain't got the counsel yet.
Because he's still a brother. Like I counsel a lot.
So why you didn't give him the counsel?
You said why I didn't?
Yeah.
I'm about to get to that. So when he said he would accept it, when I talked to my general, because he wasn't going to be with me, he was going to be with my general. I had the text messages. What we wanted to see was his sincerity of his so-called apology.
The nigga sincere. He ain't lying.
No, wait, let me finish. 2 weeks after that, he talked about he want to go live again and get back on YouTube. So it wasn't sincere to us.
So what, he was supposed to restrict himself from the world?
Yes.
This seemed to me like he didn't have nothing to hide.
If I did something,
but well, listen, hold on. Are you gonna give him counsel or not, Cap? If the brother saying he won't counsel,
but you can't.
I'm asking you, is you gonna give your brother counsel? He an Israelite.
I'll give anybody counsel.
Okay, then that's it. Y'all got each other.
Now, how can he give this man counsel when he had already showed he trying to embarrass him in front of everybody?
No, I think he would admit that he left himself wide open.
No, but bro,
he ain't gonna.
No, for sure.
But if you look at the way this is even being said, like the context is clear.
Because what you saying leaves an issue. What I'm saying, they're gonna fix the issue.
There's gonna be an issue whether or not. Yes, it will, because this wants to.
Now that's the question: can Gorilla Hebrew get counsel, accept counsel, redeem himself? Can he? Can he still be a like? What are you gonna do?
This wants attention.
He know what the
bro. Tazariak is an attention seeker. Like if you know one thing,
Cap, you can't handle conversation.
I'll kill this.
What's his name? Brandon don't seem like he like Tazariak.
This dude debate.
You ain't even on Cap level.
He can't even handle Brother Polite, dude. He got smoked by that dude multiple times.
Mentioning this racist nigga name.
Yeah, why you mentioning
Polite? It don't matter what he is. He smoked this nigga in many debates.
Wait, hold on.
Brother Polite.
Hold on.
Bro done got beat down by a lot of people.
Let me say something.
Go ahead.
To the next talking, I don't need to talk about Gorilla Hebrew for attention. I'm already somebody. If I don't talk about Gorilla before this thing happened with him, I was already somebody. So don't.
Cap, we all know that. We know that.
Listen, man.
Listen, I'm off that. This where I'm at. The brother say he looking for counsel. That's your brother. I think you should give him some counsel. I believe it right there. You feel acceptable to the council?
Well, no. And the reason why I'm not acceptable to the council is because when it was offered, I took it, and instead of giving me counsel, they just ran content on me for months.
What did the Bible?
For months.
Hey, Grla.
At some point in time,
what
you
do
gotta make amends though?
No, but listen.
Wack playing the peacemaker in Israel was crazy. Wack playing a peacemaker in Israel is crazy. Trying to bring two Israelite people together to talk, have a council, and fix stuff is crazy. I wouldn't have thought I would have saw it.
Now, but here's the problem with all this, and here's where hypocrisy comes in though, because we believe in something. Now that something says when somebody repents from something, it shouldn't be mentioned. I repented of it and got counsel for it before anybody ever learned about it. So according to the Bible, all these running their mouth are dead wrong. They are no. Well, they do know that because 40,000 people saw me say it. You in there with my big homie today, right?
Gucci.
Gumby. Yeah.
Hey.
So, you out the hoop? You A-Trey? You out the
A-Trey Hoover? Yes, sir.
Okay. So, end of the day, Cap, I think y'all should work on that. Maybe over time, right? Y'all work on.
I don't know what Gorilla Hebrew got going on. I think that's the end of it.
Artless AI voiceover.
Get this off the screen. I don't know what Gorilla Hebrew got going on, and I want to touch on this because the thing with him, the pagan, what he doing with his wife, I don't care, bro. What he do with seeing his woman and him in their bedroom, how freaky they get, how kinky they get, I don't care. That's what them two grown people do. Whatever. I'm off that. It's funny as shit, and it's a scandal, and it's a controversy, yes. But at the end of the day, I don't care. But it's funny, it's embarrassing, yes. But all other stuff, I don't care. But this is something. I saw Gorilla Hebrew, like what he just mentioned at the end, is big homie Gumby and the Hoovers. I don't know. Look, I don't know if he's still gangbanging or a part of the Hoovers actively. I don't know that. I can't tell you that. I saw him throw him a picture. I'm throwing up the set. That is crazy. I think he needs to reevaluate that part of what he's doing. The gangbanging stuff, fringes and gang signs. That does not. That is not right. If you go that I'm gonna just say that, bro. So I don't know, but yeah, this was my reaction to it, bro. The whole stuff is crazy, but at the end of the day, look again. I don't care what Gorilla Hebrew and his wife did. But that's it. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm gonna see y'all tonight at 8:30 for Torah After Dark. Shalom. We are the people of the Torah.